Hello, welcome to Rainbow Yarn TV. I'm your host, Uncle Matty, and today we're going to be looking at Ren and Stimpy, Mars Attacks, The Simpsons, those old Treasure X boys, Masters of the Universe, Sunken Gold Shark in a Bottle, The Men in Black, Barbie, Pinhead Madball, whatever the hell this is, the ODB, as you can see, Bob Ross. I also ordered one of these creepy monkeys, and what I received was even creepier than I could ever have imagined. Stay tuned to find out about that. Let's start with this Garbage Pail Kids Tiki mug that I got from Geeky Tiki. It's a mug. I'm basically showing it off. Next up, Stimpy. This is a vintage figure from 1993. I wouldn't usually open it, but it's already kind of coming away from the backing card. Here's some of the other ones you can get. They look really good. I really want the bathtub Ren. That came off easy. Note: don't let his feet touch the litter when spins. I won't. Here we go. Wow, he really wants those flies, doesn't he, folks? It's unfortunate that this is a sort of a pull back and slap mechanism, because it hinders the fly movement. But who doesn't love Stimpy? Wahoo! I got this Mars Attack Martian Brain Disintegrator ray gun. It was listed as new, but it's clearly been out the packaging, but I'm alright with that. There's two versions of this. This one seems to be prior to the release of the film. This one came out in 1996. I've seen another version of this gun, which looks exactly the same, except that it's got a green brain, and it's got stickers of the aliens from the movie on. But I prefer the way this one looks. Let's check it out. Turn the lights down while I try it for full effect. Doh! It's The Simpsons. Everyone's favourite, Homer. This is The Simpsons Bhunnie from Kidrobot, which means it's extra cool. Whoa, they did Homer dirty. And check out Bart. Goodness me, do the Bartman indeed. Wow. I mean, what can I say about that, really? An essential for any Simpsons fan. Oh, I'm looking for Sunken Gold again with those Treasure X boys. If you watched my last unboxing video, you might have seen me open one of these already. Spoiler alert, I got the ultra rare water-filled figure last time. I hadn't planned on getting more of these, but when I saw them on sale, I couldn't resist. And guess what else? I got this giant shark in a bottle, which you've to dissect to get a man out. I also saw this pirate ship squid playset for the figures, which had 25 levels of surprise. On that one, you're encouraged to stab the squid in the gills and poke its eyes out to find the treasure. Kinda strange that the Treasure X boys are encouraging kids to torture animals, as well as basically throw litter in the sea. Let's not worry about that. For now, we're gonna dissect a shark. Read it and weep. 16 sweet levels of adventure. 1. Unwrap. 2. Map. That again. 3. Crack. 4. Shark. 5. Save. A little shark hunter. 6. Dissect. 7. Guts. There's a treasure chest in there. 8. Slice. There we go. 9. Loot. Glad I put the gloves on. I'm rich. 10. Attack. 11. Ride. 12. Shoot. 13. Water. Luckily, I already had some of my own. 14. Drop. 15. Treasure. Yellow stuff's coming out. Cool. Whoa! A squid. 16. Display. Well, there it is. Not sure if I'll be displaying it like that. Quite like the little shark hunter figure. They kind of cheaped out on the colours on that one. You push this and his mouth opens. That's quite a cool little feature. And I like his nose ring and gold tooth. Time for a double whammy. Remove. Map. I have never seen a map like it. This is the one I want here, folks. Iggy Lagoon of the Sea Punks, an ultra rare colour change figure. And Gold Puff's not without his charms. Let's see. Smash! I mean business this time. A nice bountiful pair of chests. Squids. Time to squeeze the squids. Or maybe they prefer it if I stab the squids! Just some good wholesome family fun there. So it looks like I've got ASAP Crocky, the one-hit plunderer. So this guy is Steel Eel. Not sure what that pun's supposed to be. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I really quite like these figures. It's a shame that the only way to get them is through this silly slime toy medium. I'd like to see these figures just in a plain blind bag. The amount of waste you've got to go through to get one of these is quite outrageous. I won't be buying any more, but I do quite like the actual figures themselves. And this guy's my favourite still. Shiver me timbers, I almost forgot about me chests. Let's rock! A twofer. Yeah, there's one squid. And an anglerfish bone. Sweet. Mattel have been re-releasing their Masters of the Universe figures in a super articulated 5.5 format called
Masters of the Universe Origins Collection, each sold separately.
It doesn't actually say Origins on the packaging, but that seems to be what they're calling it. Now, my initial plan with this line was to just cherry pick a few of my favourite characters. I've tried not to go in too hard on the line. If you saw my last Easter extravaganza unboxing video, you might have seen me opening Hordak and Trapjaw here. I'd never seen these in the wild until recently when I was in my local Smythe's Toy Superstore and I saw these He-Man and Skeletor figures, Panther and Battlecat sat proudly on the shelf, and I saw these Stratos figures hidden away at the back. He wouldn't have been a character I would normally have bought, but I couldn't help myself. This was the first time I'd seen them in the wild since a child in the 80s. I also saw these cool Transformer toys in there. I noticed they had Omega Supreme and Jetfire on the top shelf, but I was too scared to ask how much they'd be. Picked up these cool Soundwave figures though. Stay tuned for a robot special for an unboxing of those. So anyway, yeah, I already opened Stratos there. There's his card art. So let's get Tri-Klops freed from his plastic prison. Comes with the same comic as some of the other figures I've opened. And they also include this now to show you that the figures are fully modular. A customizer's dream. And there's the figure. Looking pretty good. The first thing I did notice, as soon as I put the weapon in his hand, it peeled all the paint off the weapon. So yeah, that's not ideal. But I love the colours. I love the way they stand up. The full articulation while still keeping the form of the vintage figure. I just think they're great. They've got the odd thing a bit weird with regards to the facial sculpts, the He-Man head sculpt being the main culprit. But overall, yeah, I'm really impressed. Trapjaw, Hordak, I thought they were both really great figures. The Ram Man looks like an improvement on the vintage, but I haven't been able to get my hands on a Ram Man yet. But I've got one on order.
He's just going to have to go with the Snake Men for now.
And if you're interested, here's my latest bootleg resin art toy Motu knockoff. Super Samurai Skeletron. I just thought it sounded cool. Well, I hadn't planned on opening another, but then this arrived. She-Ra in the 5.5 Masters of the Universe style. The old ones were more like a doll with rooted hair. Let's check her out. Hubba hubba, come get some, Hordak. Haven't seen this comic before, I don't think. I haven't actually had any of these figures from the second wave yet. Roboto, I just don't like it as much as the vintage one. Zodak, no one ever gave a toss about him. Merman, I call him. Got another one of these, you can pop her head off. Whoa. Cool monsters. Oh, nice. I like the artwork in this one. She smells divine. Okay, here she is, the Princess of Power. Looking pretty badass in a glittery headdress. They'd originally designed it to go this way round, but after some focus groups with children in the 80s, they realised that they didn't like it because it hid the doll's face, so all the girls kept turning the headdress round that way. And there she is, ready to go to battle with all the rest of the boys. Not going to open these other ones, just wanted to kind of show them off, I guess. While these are modular, I'd be wary. I think constant removal of the limbs may result in a loosening of the joints. Just something to be wary of over time. Nice, it's a good one, this one. Kind of struggling to get it to stand up, but I quite like the soft goods cape. Kind of harks back to the more She-Ra figures, but they have given her plastic hair, which means technically, in my mind, she's not a doll. I'm not playing with a doll here. If I wanted to do that, I'd have to play with Barbie. Oops! Now, I was going to open this beautiful Barbie figure, and then I noticed one thing. That these dolls can't stand on their own 2 feet. What kind of message is that sending to young girls? These dolls cannot stand alone. And for that reason, I'm not going to open it, guys. What am I going to do with it if I open it and she can't stand up? No, sir, she's just going to have to stay in the box for now. Matt, you've just slagged off Barbie for not being able to stand up. That's a Madball. That definitely can't stand up. Shut up, everyone. I love Hellraiser. Clive Barker's one of my favourite horror guys. But I'll level with you. This isn't my favourite Madball. I'm not feeling the design that much. This one was on sale for about £6. Here I've got some of the other horror-themed Madballs they've done. A couple of my personal favourites being Freddy and Jason. The sculpts on these are really good. What I've noticed with the new ones is they suck. They reek of digital sculpts to me. The Pennywise one kind of looked the same. Wasn't going to get any of them, but I had to get Pinhead. He's one of my faves. But yeah, overall, not a good Madball. I don't have any of my vintage Madballs anymore. I used to have the Madball head poppers when I was growing up. I used to love those guys. Here they come, the Men in Black. Jeebs. This was dead cheap on eBay. I can't even really remember this bit from the film that well. But this is an alien gun dealer who you can use your other toys to shoot him in the face repeatedly because his head grows back. Let's open it up and play with it. Here's some of the cool features. Whoa. I'll warrant those guns aren't nice and chrome-like. Well, in fact, I can see them. They're not. I remember when these came out when I was younger, I didn't really care about the figures. I didn't think they looked very good. But this one, I was always intrigued to play with the action feature. I'm a sucker for an action feature, me. Let's open it. So this toy is from 1997 by Galoob Toys. And here he is. Just a normal pawn shop guy, right? Wrong. Don't be fooled by his pile of cigarette butts and newspaper reading. If I twist this half rat on the counter, you'll soon see his pawn items turn to alien weaponry. Now, one thing I am intrigued to see is if these are actually fully sculpted weapons that I can reuse. Well, they are actually. I thought that I kind of half expected them to just cheap out and be flat on the back. If you can pick up one of these cheap, if nothing else, it's a good way to get yourself some good alien ray guns for your toys. They don't go in his hand very well, but never mind. Let's give another gun to Skeletron 5000. You might have noticed I've changed his name from Super Samurai Skeletor. I decided he wasn't really a samurai. Look out, Jeebs. You're about to get shot in the face. Bladow! Whoa, he's got an alien blasted head. But don't worry, he can grow it back. He's back again. Good, just in time to get shot again. Bladow! What a fun, wholesome toy. I like it. Now, I don't know what this is. To my knowledge, it's some kind of YouTube channel toy. Who cares? I got it because it looks like my friend Gary. Hey, guys, dig cigars, man. Hey. Gary, you've done it again. Here he is. The ODB, as you can see. FBI, please don't be watching him. I'm not a collector of 3 3/4 inch figures, but the sculpt on this ODB figure is absolutely excellent, and I had to get one of Dirt McGirt. The Dirt Dog, you might know him better as Big Baby Jesus, Ace on Unique. The sculpt on this is really good. ODB knows how to hold a mic. Finally, a lifelong dream come to fruition. The day that I, Uncle Matty, get on the mic with the ODB. Never mind ODB, how about OD me? Am I right? Shout out to my dog Cy down at Spitball Toys, who he's digitally designed this 3 3/4 inch articulated body and stuck yours truly's head on it. That is some beautiful work. I'll be honest, it's hard to go wrong when you're dealing with such a beautiful subject matter, but he's nailed it. Check out my dog on Instagram. By the way, guys, if you haven't heard Return to the 36 Chambers, the dirty version, go check it out. One of my all-time favourite hip-hop albums. This is a NECA, I think it's 7-inch, highly articulated Bob Ross figure. I've wanted this figure for about a year since it came out. I ordered it from a company called Zavvi about 9 months ago, and after 9 months they sent me a message to say that they've cancelled my order, they're not getting it in, which is a real shame. I could have had a baby quicker. So I've eventually ordered it from a company in America. Cost me more like 50 quid, but it's finally here, and I love him. Look at that, all the stuff in there. The first thing I noticed, because I'm a bit of an arse like this, is that he's only got 2 buttons on his shirt. When you see him on the side there, he's clearly got at least 3. Guess I'll just have to live with it. One thing I would say, quite nice collector-friendly packaging, if you're that way inclined. It's got a little Bob Ross painting in the back. That's a good one. I don't remember seeing him do that one. Hello there. Certainly glad you could join us again today. Here we're looking at the Bob Ross NECA highly articulated figure. Overall, I think he looks really good. I like how he looks. Now let's pick out some of the problems. First off, I think my one's got 2 left feet. I'm not 100% sure of that, but they certainly look like it to me. You can see on the bottom, I feel like if they were the other way round, they'd look better. Anyway, maybe that's just my one. Obviously, he's only got 2 buttons on his shirt, which I find a little odd. I feel like the palette is a little oversized, and the order of the paints on there is a little wacky. There's no black. What's this extra brown here? There's no way you'd have cad yellow all the way over here. It'd be over here next to Indian yellow and yellow ochre. But anyway, I'm nitpicking. It's quite difficult to get to stand, and I noticed with the leg joints I was a little scared to move them. It kind of felt like they were going to crack off in my hand. Here's me with the official Bob Ross palette and easel, so you can get an idea for the size comparison. I do like some of the details, like the paint splashes all over here. It's a nice touch. Comes with his 2-inch brush there, palette knife and fan brush. I'm not quite sure why they've used such a low-res image. See how that's all sort of blocky on there? Those faults aside, overall, I'm happy with him. I'm glad to finally have one. And I tell you what, I wouldn't want to share a bathroom with these two. I bet that sinkhole would be full of hairs. No danger of that round here. Oops. Well guys, that just about wraps things up for today's video. The last thing I wanted to tell you about was about this terrifying monkey toy that I ordered. Now let this story serve as a word of warning to anyone who's ever considered buying anything from those weird Instagram adverts that you see on Instagram. Here's the one I received. Looks pretty cool. a creepy monkey. It's got creepy music playing, and it looks pretty creepy. I think I paid about £35 for this, and then postage on top of that, maybe. I was quite looking forward to getting it. Some of those old vintage creepy monkey toys, as well as being quite hard to come by, are expensive. And so for a brand new one, I didn't think this was too unreasonable. When I received this Wish-style bag through the door, though, I instantly knew something was up. And when I opened it up, the contents within, I couldn't help but laugh. Yeah. It's like a squish toy. Or something you'd give to a dog. I don't even really want to touch it too much. I tried to find the website I'd bought it off. It's gone. I probably could have chased it up for a refund through my credit card company. But it was about 6 months ago now, and I can't be bothered trying to find the transaction. Be careful what you wish for. Well, I didn't get it off Wish, but I might as well have done. But just watch yourself with those Instagram adverts. Not everything's always as it seems. Well, guys, it's been a great unboxing. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. I've got loads more cool toys kicking around here. I'm going to actually unbox this one and paint it. I thought about unboxing it in this one. Pretty cool for a kid's toy. The mandibles move. That lights up. 20 quid in the toy shop, that. For now, folks, thank you for watching. I've been Uncle Matty. Don't forget, if you don't already, go ahead and subscribe. It does help the channel. Yeah, it really helps me out. Yeah. Guys, it's been a roller coaster of emotions today, and I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. Thanks again for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.